Guys, and welcome back to another video. It's me, Cam from Cam's Cop, and welcome back to another daily Chelsea transfer news video. And today I'll be talking more on the ENZO FERNANDEZ deal, as well as Chelsea almost completing the signing of BADIASHILE, along with KANTE contract talks. I'm watching Man United draw into Wolves right now. That's very interesting in the title race. But without further ado, if you're new here, I'm Cam from Cam's Cop, and I do daily Chelsea transfer news videos. 80% of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so if you could get that number down, that'd be great. But without further ado, let's talk about ENZO FERNANDEZ. And where better to start than Fabrizio Romano, who said 3 hours ago regarding ENZO FERNANDEZ, Chelsea will push again in the next hours and days to sign ENZO FERNANDEZ. Plans to get him immediately, not in June. Deal depends on Benfica decision now. ENZO already accepted Chelsea's contract bid, but he's never played as he'd never disrespected Benfica up to Rui Costa. Yeah, so lots of Chelsea fans turned on BT Sport yesterday and watched ENZO FERNANDEZ play what we hope is his last game for Benfica. I know people are thinking like, oh, usually when a player is linked with another club, they're left out of the team. However, you know, that's not the case, as Fabrizio said. First name basis with Fabrizio. Yeah, as he said, he still respects the club, but has also said he wants to join Chelsea, which is good. I'm going to go on to another story by Felix Johnson, who has said, talk still going for the structure of the payments today. Benfica naturally want bulk of the base fee in this January. Chelsea trying to spread it out for FFP region. Still optimism on the deal. Now, of course, if this deal was to go through, 555 million spent since the summer window. Yeah, financial fair play we haven't really sold many players, so it's not looking good. But the main thing is that Roman Abramovich, when he sold the club to Todd Bowley, removed all its debts. So effectively starting at zero for Todd Bowley. However, you know, 550 million still quite a lot. So I understand why Chelsea are trying to spread out the deal, not pay all the money in January. However, yeah, if Benfica, like most clubs, would want the money in January so they can find a replacement, I understand that. But that's why loads of Chelsea fans loads of football fans complaining about Chelsea spending more money. We're somehow spending more money with Todd Bowley than under Roman Abramovich, which is crazy. So I'm going on to another story by CL Merlo, who has said, ENZO FERNANDEZ has already let Benfica know he wishes to take advantage of the opportunity to go to Chelsea. The clubs will continue negotiating in the coming days. Chelsea are very interested. Now, this is just another reinforcement that, yeah, ENZO FERNANDEZ doesn't mind leaving Benfica to join to Chelsea. Happily, as a Chelsea fan, you want your players. You want players you're linked with to actually be happy to join, which is good. But enough about the transfer of ENZO FERNANDEZ. I'm just going to show you some stats of ENZO FERNANDEZ and why he's been touted, well, why he won Young Player of the Tournament of the World Cup and why he has a €120 million price tag. Now, I'm going to put the stats up now, but he's a 99th percentile for loads of progressing passing stats. A stat that came to mind is that our midfielder with the most progressive passes is Kovacic with 7, whereas ENZO FERNANDEZ has a 9.7 passes per 90, which, you know, midfield getting to attack has been Chelsea's main issue, I think, this season. We've only scored 17 goals in the league, and I think, you know, connecting our midfield to our attack has been the problem. Yeah, our midfield is a big problem. With Jorginho's contract running out next year, it'll be interesting to see whether he goes in January, but yeah, these are positive stats. Of course, he's not worth 120 million. No one really, apart from Mbappe, in this market is worth 120 million. However, if we're willing to accept the release clause, then so be it. ENZO FERNANDEZ is of course going to bolster our team, but that's enough about him. Let's go on to the next story. Now, this is another story from L'Equipe, who are a French publication. You know, they cover all French football, French team. Of course, the player I'm going to speak about is from Monaco. Chelsea are close to completing the signing of BADIASHILE from Monaco. This 21-year-old centre-back, another French centre-back. France seem to have all the centre-backs in the world, but the main reason for this is, as well as Thiago Silva is playing, he is 38, and I don't know how many more years he's going to be our best defender. Of course, Fofana seems to be a bit injury-prone, which is maybe why this is more of an important signing now. We want to get in January rather than the summer. And yes, Dave's contract only has 1 more year left on it, so we're quite shy in the centre-back position. Is this, you know, a bit of a panic buy? Maybe. If Fofana stayed fit, I don't think this would be as important. Reece James is also getting injured, so, you know, that puts into the equation as well. But 21 years old, touted as one of France's new best centre-backs, £30 million. Looks like it's going to be the price. Can't say no. From one French player to another. And that is, of course, N'Golo Kante, who, yet again, is injured. It seems like he's played about 3 games this season. But, again, another story is said, N'Golo Kante is close to reaching an agreement with Chelsea over a new contract, ruling out a summer move to Barcelona. Does this make sense? I'm not too sure. With the signing of ENZO Fernandez and in the future Declan Rice, I don't know whether this is an important contract renewal. Of course, on his day, Kante is the best CDM in the world, but I think, personally, unfortunately to say, his best days are behind him. He was pretty much the sole reason why we won the Champions League. That's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. 750 subs very soon. Road to 1,000. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. But without further ado, I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll see you next year, where hopefully ENZO Fernandez is holding up the Chelsea shirt. Not likely, but you know, we can dream. See you then.